Who is Stella Guerra?
Stella Guerra. So corny. Stella Guerra is a Star Wars. No, I'm just kidding. Who is Stella? Stella Guerra is a girl who loves the arts and loves creating and wants to be a part of making things. Anything visual, audio, you name it. I want to be part of it. My background, nationality-wise, is Cuban and Colombian. I feel more at home with the Cuban culture, only because I grew up partially in Miami. I actually grew up in Jersey. Well, I was born in Newark and grew up in Elizabeth. And my parents were, at the time, big on trucks. So we had 18-wheelers and we would travel up and down the East Coast. One of the things I think were most important about being a kid who travels a lot is that you welcome yourself into these places and you get people to kind of question, like, who is this person? Who is this girl? Why is she so different? It's kind of hard to really explain how a kid would be able to do that, but you figure it out just like anything else.
So you can say that you kind of saw a lot of different culture, a lot of different people, backgrounds, and you're able to mesh that together and make it into one sound.
Yes, exactly. I got into music because I just felt that people just gravitated every time I sang a song. It was something I started off with really young. If it wasn't dancing on top of the dinner table to entertain the guests, it was singing a song, singing along with someone, and it was just always just natural to me. I mean, for me, it just seemed so inevitable. What makes me successful? My family and friends. That's really what it boils down to. The support. I think anybody in this time and age who pursues a career in entertainment or art, anything creative, the support is the main thing. If you have people that back you up, those moments or instances of feeling like you're lost or you don't know where to pick up, sometimes you don't even know where to start. And that's all it takes, is just that inspirational moment supplied by a loved one or someone who cares for you or someone who thinks you have something special. What makes Stella Guerra unique? Aside from the fact that I think too much and I care too much, I'm just naturally a klutz. I'm a goofball. I make jokes all the time. I find humor in everything, really, and I think that that's what that's what makes me me. I think it makes me someone that people can relate to, that nobody's perfect and that everybody has flaws, but it's in those flaws that you find a great person.
So you could say within our flaws, that's where we find our beauty.
Yes. The concept of the EP is just empowerment, more so for women. All the songs have a positive message. I feel that there are artists who are meant to voice out, sadness or certain anger, depression, and then there's artists that are meant for bringing positive, and there's also those that are meant to expose sexuality. The latter is definitely something that I think comes just out of pure instinct, but it wasn't something I wanted to really focus on. I wanted to focus on more of positive energy and just creating empowerment for women, not to do with speaking about breakups and all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to also incorporate fantasy, because I just grew up always with these weird fantasy fairy tale type of dreams and just stories that I'd make up, and even just the way I would think, it was just totally everything was about imagination. I am a romantic. I think everything is good and I don't care what anybody says. That's just the way I'm always gonna think. Nobody's gonna change that. They say that I think too much like a kid, but I wouldn't want to think any other way. I know there's a lot of bad stuff going on in the world, and there's always going to be bad things. It's just a matter of life. It's the world we live in, but I don't want to revolve my thoughts around that. I want to always revolve my thoughts around good things and people being good, because I think no matter how bad you are, you're always wanting, even just in the slightest form, to be good. Everybody wants to be good. That's what I want to instill in my music.
No laughing here. There's no laughing in this scene.